1984, when looking for their vertical scrolling shoot-'em-up fix, arcade patrons flew to Capcom's 1942. Players piloted their P-43 fighter plane over 32 levels, swarming with Japanese aircraft and a hail of gunfire. The Super Ace shot back with an unlimited supply of bullets, but could use only 3 barrel rolls to escape close calls. The destruction of a squadron of red fighters left behind one of a series of power-ups that boosted firepower, eliminated all on-screen enemies, or awarded players a rare extra life. Any power-up was critical in battles with Japan's deadly secret weapon, a gigantic flying fortress. 3 years later, 1943, the Battle of Midway debuted. Widely regarded as one of the best overhead view shooters of all time, the sequel brought a 2-player cooperative mode to the franchise. Also, the game introduced a fuel gauge. Each direct hit or collision caused the fuel level to drop, and once the fuel was gone, the Super Ace was one shot away from going down in a ball of flames. Eliminating red planes was again the path to power-ups. Grabbing the POW icon added fuel, while shooting it offered one of 4 different firepower upgrades. But each new weapon came with a catch, a time limit. Utilizing a special attack shocked enemies with lightning or swamped them with tsunamis. But this too had a catch. Each special attack sapped the plane's fuel tank. New mid-level bosses softened players up on their way to difficult end-level bosses, and if they could survive these and had a high enough destruction rate, players received bonus points and even extra fuel. In 1990, Capcom released 1941 Counterattack, and the franchise got a facelift from an unlikely source, Jules Verne. The artwork for the game was inspired by the works of the science fiction pioneer. Now, the P-38 had to dodge fire from both enemy aircraft and ground-based vehicles. The loop button again unleashed a super attack, but again, the special move came with a hefty price. Every use lowered the plane's vitality by 1 notch. New power-ups included shadow ships and escort ships that boosted your firepower and stuck with you till the bitter end. An end that could be delayed if players destroyed the red jets at the completion of most stages and picked up the resulting orange pinwheel icon to refill their vitality. 5 years passed before the release of the next game, the futuristic 19XX, The War Against Destiny. Players could now choose between 3 different planes, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Also, they could lock onto an enemy by holding down the fire button and then tapping it quickly to unleash a series of green lasers. Bombs were new to the game, and players could stockpile many as they collected power-ups in the traditional fashion, shooting down red enemy planes. 19XX was the first game to offer 3 lives, and anytime a plane was lost, all power-ups and weapons were left behind for the next plane in line to pick up and continue the battle. Fans of the franchise had to wait another 5 years for the next and last game, 1944, The Loop Master. 15 redesigned stages mirrored game mechanics from past incarnations. Available weapons included the standard upgradable gun and a stockpile of bombs. But if the bombs ran out, escort planes could be used as makeshift bombs. Players were encouraged to grab as many extra planes as possible so they could launch special attacks when desperate. Also, a new chargeable attack rained green lasers on opponents for 3 seconds, which was plenty to inflict major damage on larger enemies. New time limits were applied to boss battles. If the boss wasn't killed in the set time, then players were sent back to the beginning of the stage. Fortunately, the game, like the others in the franchise, offered plenty of continuations, allowing fans to get their 1942 fix for many years to come.